Today I have built all the animatronics from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie out of LEGO. This includes Freddy, Bonnie, Chica and many other characters too. They also have moving legs, arms and heads, which makes them great for posing. Also stick around to the end for a big announcement. Okay, and here we have the first animatronic, and this is Freddy. He turned out amazing, man. He looks so accurate and yeah, he looks so amazing. I've got his little microphone in one hand. I've got a top hat, his head spins, his arms move. You can actually see he's actually quite thick too. I've used the pinholes, but the Technic brick pinholes for eyes. I've used the 1x1 round studs for his teeth, and yeah, I think he turned out amazing. And yeah, and here's a little back view if you want to know what he looks like from behind. Also, I would like to mention too that this is what one of the minifigures looks like next to one of these animatronics. Just so you can get a sense of scale. But yeah, I think they look really good. Okay, next up we have our favorite blue bunny, purple bunny. It's kind of controversial, but I can't remember which one's his actual color, but I did him in blue. This is Bonnie, and I think I have done an amazing job. It's basically like the same kind of skeleton, but colors have been changed out, and I've given him a very nice pair of moving ears, and I've given him a guitar. You can see I have taped it on with a bit of blue tack, but you know, whatever works. Yeah, you can also see that the air tube piece, the air tube connector piece is like the connection between the legs. The legs can bend, his head can turn, his ears can bend. And overall a very solid build and figure that I've built for my LEGO Five Nights at Freddy's MOC, which was an amazing build, and I can't wait to see how the second one turns out in the future. But yeah, this is Bonnie, and here's just one more look at the back for you if you're curious. But yeah, I think he turned out amazing. Okay, and here we have Chica. This design is a slight bit different. I used little round 1x1 plates for the legs and a flat plate with a bracket on the back for the feet, which I think turned out really nicely. Moving up, we've got Chica's bib. I didn't really know if I should have put a print on it or something, but I think it looks really good. Moving up, the head is a slight bit different, but yeah, I think it turned out really well. I've used a stud for the teeth, and it's kind of just a slight bit differently. The torsos are all the same on these, except for a couple, but yeah. Also, in Chica's hand, I've got a cupcake. This is not a LEGO official cupcake, but I feel like it looks really good, and I feel like it does the job really well too, so yeah. And also just the Technic pinholes for the eyes. And I've had a little clip on the top for like the tufts of hair that are on the top of her head. But overall, it's a brilliant figure and definitely one of my favorites. And yeah. Okay, next up I've got my favorite out of all the animatronics I've built today. And that is Foxy. As you can see at the bottom, I have used the same design as Chica's, but just in different colors. I've got a little suggestion of his pants, which are just like the brown clips. At the back too, I have left a little bit scuffed because, you know, Foxy's a little bit broken down and a little bit withered. At the front I've used a pink tile just to represent a little bit of his chest, and you can see his chest is flat due to him being a little bit more thinner and withered compared to the other animatronics. Moving up to his arms, they function as the same as the others, but I feel like they turned out really well. And now the head on this one is amazing. I think I did an amazing job. I like the little the tufts on the side of like the hair pieces. It looks really well done. And moving up to the face, we have his eye patch on one side, which is just represented by a snot piece faced backwards, which I think looks really cool. And we've got his other eye, which is a pinhole, and I've used two other round circular 1x2 plates for like his ears. And same as Chica, I have put a nice tufts of hair on his head, because he has like a suggestion of that. And I really like the little golden teeth I did too. But yeah, overall, this is definitely my favourite minifigure. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Also, if you've made it this far into the video, please do consider subscribing. It really does mean a lot to me, and it will help me make more videos like this. So thank you. Okay, and next up we have our favourite golden bear, which is Golden Freddy. This is based off the one from the movie, as you can see, because he's obviously standing. But he's literally designed exactly the same as Freddy, just in gold, and I have removed his eye and used the same technique as Foxy. But yeah, he turned out really cool. And he's also got a cool golden microphone too, and his eyes, his ears are really cool too. But overall, very simple, but same design, but very effective. And I feel like it gets the job done really well. Okay, next up we're moving more into like the movie animatronics, and this is Spring Bonnie, or William Afton, in his withered up suit from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, the first one. I think he turned out amazing. As you can see, one side's a little bit more withered than the other, using some black tiles. But yeah, same as Bonnie, I have added the hinges for the ears, which I think still turns out amazing. And yeah, I used a nice, really cool machete piece for that side. His teeth run back just a little bit further than the others because he's quite teethy, this animatronic. / William Afton, whoever you want to call him. But yeah, overall, a very solid design, and he's definitely up there in my top 10 of favourite FNaF animatronics, I guess. But yeah, Foxy still holds my number 1 spot. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have a very nice inclusion, and a very good one at that, and that is Sparky the dog. I don't know what to say, he looks so good. I love his little ears, I love his teeth, I love his little collar. It's mostly the same design as the Freddy one, but he just looks like a dog, I guess. But yeah, he turned out amazing. His arms and legs move like all the others. His design is pretty much the same. It's just his head's a slight bit different, and also is his torso. But yeah, looks amazing, and yeah, perfect, and a great addition to my little collection of these little figures. Next up, we have Ella, I think. Last video I made, I accidentally called her Bella, but it turns out it's Ella. So thank you guys for pointing that out in the last video. I was kind of tight on making that video, but I feel like it turned out really nicely. But yeah, this is Ella, I think. I do apologize if I'm getting it wrong again, because I'm recording this live. But yeah, she looks really well done. Got like nice shoes, she's got a smile on her face. I couldn't really fit all the little details in, but I did try my best. Definitely not one of my favorite minifigures out of the lot, but definitely a good inclusion. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have our favorite endoskeleton. I think it's Tina. I do apologize. I do know there was another animatronic endoskeleton on the set of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but this is Tina. Very good head design. I think I did a great job with that, using the little clip piece for the mouth and the suggestion of where the ears would be. And the rest of this minifigure basically functions like all the others, but just like looks like an endoskeleton. But yeah, looks amazing. Love the eyes, love the body. Just very bare bones, but it works really well. You can kind of see how I've built. You can kind of see how I've built it. But yeah, looks great. Works great as just like a figure, I guess. But yeah, at the end of the day, perfect minifigure for what I need it for. But yeah. Moving on to the next one. And last up, we have our favorite purple bear. This is Shadow Freddy. I didn't really have the pieces, or LEGO doesn't include the pieces in the right colors for me to actually create this full figure, so I made him as like a disassembled kind of figure. But as you can see he's missing an ear, and he's completely missing the other ear completely. But I've got one of his feet next to him. The other foot is here, but I haven't used it because it didn't fit on this little platform that I've made for this. But yeah, very solid little figure, very basic, a complete one because LEGO doesn't make some of the parts in purple, but great figure overall, and I really like it. And now that you've made it to the end and the bit you've all been waiting for, and how to find the instructions to actually build one of these minifigures right here, you can find them over on Rubricable. Yes, I've made a Rubricable account now, and you can go and download the instructions for this animatronic for free, so feel free to go and do that whenever you please. I'll leave a link either up here or down in the comments if you want to go and check him out and want to build him. There's also a parts list in there too, so if you really want to have this guy in your collection, feel free to go and do that. Also, I would like to thank you for all the support my last video has gotten, and I can't thank you guys enough. Without all of your lovely and supportive comments, I would have never made this video in the first place. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip side, hopefully.